Well, another really successful expression of Blue. I think like this sort of electronica stuff is really well suited to this complex ambiguity of sort of sorrow and melancholy and things all wound up together.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's interesting. It left me asking myself the question after I heard it for the first time of like, how, like, is it a good thing to like recognize that you need to change? And like, I guess it left me asking, what is this song trying to say to us? Like, you know, recognize that you need to change and make that change, which is a positive thing, or is it like the idea that this person is sort of willing to do anything, you know, in order to please this person? You know, there definitely seems to be a lot of lyrics in there that suggest that there is an unhealthy quality to, if not love in general, then certainly at least the love in this particular case.
Yeah, it feels very plaintive and beggy. Like it doesn't feel like a healthy like
Right.
change. It's like I'll do whatever. I could be anyone for you.
Yeah.
Music really interesting. I was saying before they got into really got into it to you, like that it sounds like every other synth pop group but then as soon as he starts singing, it really comes into something.
I think the different genres have a tone or set of tones that get emphasized, and I think in synth pop it's very much that sort of like boom boom boom,
right,
you know, right, kind of a sound, whereas like obviously in like you know, dubstep it's more of a
right, yes,
you know, kind
yes,
of a, you know, thing. And I just think different, yeah.
I think I would like very much for Strong Bad to explain all the genres of electronic music.
That would be great. I can't believe that they made him into such a metalhead, but yeah, he's got layers.
Yeah.
He can also like electronic music.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
And the music was really good. It's interesting. The drums were layered between the actual drums and then there was electronic drums layered up with them, and similarly the bass and one of the keyboards are layered up together. 3 keyboards. So like there's something going on musically. I did think that the singer was really what makes them phenomenal.
No, but I do know that. So I know that he wrote the song. I know it meant a lot to him. I know that when he wrote it, he kind of, when he introduced it to either the rest of the band or Amanda, there's a story behind it where he was just kind of bawling after he wrote the song.
Oh, wow.
So I do know that it meant a lot to him.
Yeah.
So I think it's a personal song.
Really good.
Yeah, I mean, he said definitely doesn't. He's not Freddie Mercury. So.
Even if he is, well, I thought it was really good performance. Even if he is singing into what is apparently a walkie-talkie mic, I'm not sure. The other thing I thought was funny, actually, like, and I've been watching a lot of OK Go videos because my kids like them.
Right.
And I feel like in OK Go, the frontman Damien and the bass player, they're like rock stars, and then there's these other guys that are just kind of like there, like they always look a little frightened. Like very competent musicians, but it's just like, what are you doing? And similarly with this band, I feel like the front man and maybe the woman playing keys were like rock stars, and then there's people just like grooving. It's just like there just happens to be a keyboard there. Like they would have been there anyway. Like
I like bands, whether it's metal or funk or what have you, where like I think everybody should almost have somebody that is just there to, like, it's like if nobody else is enjoying the music, that's your job. Like you're there to enjoy the music. You don't even necessarily have to be a good dancer or anything.
Right.
And you don't have to be like, it's not the same thing as a hype man or a dancer or backup. Like you're just there to show like, I am in this band, to show that I like being in this band. Like
that's why we all need more cowbell.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, that was great. And LCD sounds, I'm gonna have to check out some more of their stuff because I actually think it's kind of a cut above some of the other stuff I've heard.
Yeah.
So
I didn't feel like all the things we've listened to so far were old enough.
Oh, good.
Going back to the 90s, 30 years is not old enough. So I thought,
not for people as old as us.
That's right. I thought, why not go to something that makes you and I feel a little bit younger, which was made before we were born. Though I actually think this one was written. The band is older than us, but this particular song I think is from 1981. So anyway, we're gonna go to Kraftwerk next, going all the way to the granddad.
There is a sort of knife switch quality to Kraftwerk, like coal-fired power. Like,
so yeah, that's right. So you will probably, if you listen to any Coldplay, recognize this song because Coldplay. In fact, there's a story behind it too. They got permission to use this riff in one of their songs on X and Y. I don't remember the name of the song, but they had to track down Kraftwerk, and I guess they're notoriously difficult to get a hold of. Like they're just sort of reclusive, which absolutely, if you're going to be like a pioneering German, kind of electronic krautrock type band, then I feel like you should be, like live on a mountain somewhere. Like that's what I imagine. Is that like I'm actually imagining like I can't remember his name. The lead singer of Coldplay. Doesn't matter.
Can't help you.
Can't remember his name. Gwyneth Paltrow's ex. I'm imagining him just like with like a ragged shawl on, just like going up a mountain path and like banging on like a heavy, big heavy door. Open the door. In the name of rock, open the door.
It's a very Jack Black style story you've wrought here. I like it.
So anyway, so this is Computer Love, and one of the interesting things that people have pointed out is that this essentially predicts the concept of virtual dating, which obviously is such a big part of the dating scene nowadays. I'm told by the kids.
Right.
Not my kid. The oldest one's 10. It's too soon.
No, thank you. Well, okay. I think there's no way around moving on now.
Yes.
Let's watch the video.